Bobbity, bibbity, boop, boop.
So what bothers me
What bothers you, bro?
is that all these old timers that talk
Fucking
about
boomers.
how great the game was back in the 20s, 30s, 40s, whatever. Not only are they oftentimes wrong about the players they're talking about, but
Yeah.
they completely ignore the fact that like we believe that like it's the best competition ever right now.
Agreed.
So we give these guys like even a little more props. But even if you didn't put them on that kind of pedestal, like just their stats alone match up like so well. We were looking at, we were talking earlier today or yesterday, and we were talking about pitchers, and we were talking about like, some of the greatest left-handed pitchers, and like you look and it's amazing how far up Kershaw is on that list.
Right.
Like and people of older generations, like not everyone, but a lot of people, like they don't want to admit that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
I get the whole thing where it's like, oh, they've got all the science and technology now, and there's that, and they didn't have it back then. And, if Babe Ruth grew up in this time, you don't think that he would compete and shit? It's like, I don't know if he would.
Right.
Like, you can't compare it. But, like, at the same fucking time, sure, like, Babe Ruth was skilled, but he was also a fat turd. I'm going to just keep saying that. Like, keep bashing Babe. He was a fat turd. So
the shit that drives me the most nuts are the people who are always like, "Oh, you really think we evolved that much in 100 years?" Like, as humans, no. As sports science, yeah.
Also, as humans, yes,
lie.
bro. We just started flying airplanes 100 years ago, and we went to the moon 50 years ago. Okay, we've done a lot of shit. I think baseball's probably gotten better.
A little bit.
Oh, fucking dumb old idiots. Got me all worked up right off the rip.
We haven't even started the show.
Jesus.
Wow.
All right, intro.
You're listening to the Upper Decker Podcast.
That was good stuff. And welcome back to episode 94 of the Upper Decker Podcast. I'm your boy Ty.
I'm your boy Tone.
And I'm your boy Dan.
And the boys are back in town. Baby, oh my God. Yo, Tone, you getting yoked over there, bro? Yo.
Get after it.
Let's see those puppies.
That's a 5-pounder right there.
Sheesh. I'm literally so proud of you, bro. Look at you. Dan, look at him. Why can't you be more like Tone, Dan?
I can't not look at him. Look at him.
I get it, man.
Just look at it.
Tone's going to shave his head tonight and just go bald with the mustache, and it's going to be glorious.
He's going to go prison style.
Hell yes. Listen, some prison workouts with your little prison weights.
I was just thinking we should get some prison tats, bros.
Say less, bro.
Store that weight in your prison pocket.
Oof, a doof.
I'm not sure where we're going with that.
I will literally do the prison tattoos. I'll buy a tattoo gun right now. I don't care.
Whatever. I got nothing on my back. Go for it.
Yes, a whole canvas. Beautiful. All right. Episode 94. We got number 94 here. Buckle in, okay? Buckle in. Jose Mesa. Does that name ring a bell right off the rip to y'all?
Yes, sir.
Dan, yeah?
Yeah.
It didn't to me.
Ish.
At fucking all. I had no idea who the clown was.
I couldn't have told you anything about it. I know the name.
I know everything about this person as of right now.
Should write his bio.
I don't think I want to.
Baseball reference.
All right. So he's nicknamed Jose Table. Does anybody know why?
No.
It's
dirty.
No. It's the fucking literal Spanish to English translation of his name. Mesa means table.
Of course it does. Yeah.
Us dumb white idiots were just like, yo, what's good, Jose Table, bro?
It doesn't even sound good.
It's so stupid.
Why not Joe Table then at that point?
Just Joey T, dog. Joey Tabes.
Yeah.
Anything. I don't care.
That is so much better.
Oh, my goodness. All right. So I kind of had to cheat just a little bit. He only wore number 94 for part of the 2007 season with the Tigers. It was his third number of the season. Don't ask. I tried to figure it out. No history no history of why he changed numbers so much. I don't know if they had other guys come over that were like, hey, I want your number, and he had to switch numbers. I have no clue. He wore, let me see real quick. He wore 40, 50, and then 94 in the same season.
All right.
Pretty wild. Just dumb shit. He's also infamously known for blowing the Game 7 of the 1997 World Series. The ninth inning 2-1 lead that they had over the Marlins, the Indians had over the Marlins. So he served up 2 singles and a sacrifice fly to tie that game, and then Edgar Renteria would go on to win it in the 11th. So a lot of Indians fans solely hold Jose Mesa responsible for losing them the World Series.
Ouch.
Wow.
Yeah. Like, they're like, hey, why didn't you win that? They say, Jose Mesa.
He's like, I'm only a table. I can only do so much.
Bro, I'm a table, and I'm throwing heat, bro.
Right.
Get out of here.
Joey Taves.
Joey Taves, bro. He was the Phillies saves leader with 112 until Papelbon broke that in 2015. So, also kind of crazy.
Whoa, hold on. I know you have a lot on him, but
Do
here's
it.
one more.
Yes.
So I'm looking him up on Wikipedia, which everybody knows is 100% accurate. And
Correct.
apparently he had like a big feud with Omar Vizquel.
I'm going to get there. Hold on.
Okay, I won't say it then.
Okay, I love you. I love you so much, Dan. My sweet,
you.
my sweet baby
This
boy.
is a 2-pager, Dan.
It's a 2-pager.
I was on one today.
I got it, bro. This is a 2-pager. All right. In 2007, he became the 11th MLB pitcher to appear in 1,000 career games. In that 1,000th game, he allowed a go-ahead 3-run home run. So, pretty good celebration of that stat right there. When he retired, he was 12th on the all-time saves list with 321 and had the second highest total of appearances with 1,022. He's since moved down to, I believe it's 21 on the saves. Yeah, 21st overall. So guys like obviously Mariano, Billy Wagner, Joe Nathan, Kimbrel, they've all passed him up since then. Also, his age, he's one of those people where the age is questionable. Listen to this. Jose Mesa is either not good at math or he was just pounding it out when he was 12, bro. Because the eldest of his 6 kids was born on June 29th, 1979. His birthday is May 12th, 1966. So he was 13 years old when his first son was born. What do you think is more logical, that he was a 13-year-old dad or he lied about his age?
Did he have that mustache at 13? Because that will answer my question.
And
Potentially.
what country was he in?
He's 13 in this picture on screen.
This is his lonely picture.
It's the only thing that they had of him. I searched Jose Mesa 13, and this is what I got. So, yeah, I don't know, man. So either he's just real bad at math and an idiot, or I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Okay.
Idiot.
An idiot. Tone, can you move to... Yeah, thank you, sir.
Got
Thank
you,
you, sir.
dude. I'm
All right,
over it.
so these are just a bunch of weird little shits about Mr. Jose Mesa. Mesa's Faces was a fan group in Philadelphia, kind of like the King's Court. So when he would get a strikeout or save a game, there was a whole section that would put on a mask with goatees, and they would do a certain dance anytime he got a strikeout or a save.
The table dance.
The table
I want
dance.
this back. I want this back.
Yeah, it's unreal. I tried finding pictures of that too. Doesn't exist because these people are dancing to a 14-year-old boy or something. I don't fucking know. Yeah,
Let's not go down that road.
Yeah, you know what I meant, okay? Don't put words in my mouth. He lost the closer role in his career no less than 4 times. Like, it's documented in like Baseball Reference and Wikipedia, where it's like he had this season and he lost it. He had this season, then he lost it, and it's just like over and over repetitive highs and lows throughout his whole career. He still had 6+ 30 save seasons and 4+ 40 save seasons, and lost the fucking job like 4 times.
Wow.
I'm going to jump down to the bottom little bullet point here. So he had a career whip of 1.472. So he always got people on. He was known for like keeping fans on the edge of their seats, probably not on purpose, but this is an exact quote. A typical 9th inning could be a leadoff single, a strikeout, a walk, a flyout, and a ground out. So no matter what, he was always letting people on base. His whip's way up there, but he would close out a lot of games still.
Yeah.
So here's where it gets interesting, Mr. Dan. The Omar Vizquel beef that he had. This is what I want to know more about in today's MLB.
Right.
So he was involved in like a long-standing feud. This is all from Wikipedia. A long-standing feud with former teammate Omar Vizquel following the publication of Vizquel's autobiography. So in that book, basically Vizquel talked shit on Mesa's appearance in Game 7 of that 97 World Series. And he was like, yo, he lost it for us. We could have had that. We should have had it. He fucked that up for us. And he goes through and he's like, the eyes of the world were focused on every move we made. Unfortunately, Jose's own eyes were vacant, completely empty. Nobody home. You could almost see right through him. Not long after I looked into his vacant eyes, he blew the save and the Marlins tied the game. So Mesa reacted furiously, pledging to hit Vizquel upon every subsequent opportunity. So every time he went up to the plate or he was pitching and Omar came up, he pledged that he was going to hit him. So even Mesa's son, the grown-ass baby boy son, he said, even my little boy told me to hit him. If I face him 10 more times, I'll hit him 10 times. I want to kill him. This is publicly documented. By the end of the 2007 season, this is Mesa's final season, Mesa had hit Vizquel on 3 separate occasions, and Vizquel expressed regret in 2014, kind of apologized, blah, 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 but Mesa was like, nah, dude, don't give a shit. You talk shit, can't take that back.
Wow.
Dude. Oh, I want to know about like the insides of like the game today. Like a Hunter Strickland, Bryce Harper.
Strickland, Harper, absolutely.
Oh, man. Just wild.
Wow, I like it.
So let's end on a good note here with Mr. Mesa. In 1995, which was his first of 2 consecutive All-Star seasons, he finished second in the Cy Young behind Randy Johnson and 4th in MVP behind Mo Vaughn, Albert Bell, and Edgar Rodriguez.
Wow.
Yeah, super impressive. So in 62 games in 1995, he was 3-0 with a 1.13 ERA and a league-leading 46 saves.
Yeah, that'll do it.
That's pretty good.
He threw 64 innings, the 58-17 strikeout to walk ratio. Not the best, but could be better. Had a 1.031 whip, which, like we said, is like 0.4 points lower than his career. He had a 4.18 ERA plus, and it's still a 2.7 FIP. So he was getting the ball in play. They were making good plays, and he was getting lucky. However, still a 2.7 FIP is pretty damn good.
Still great.
Yeah.
You know what's funny, though? That 58-17 strike to walkout ratio.
Yeah.
Wasn't it Garrett Cole that had 59 strikeouts without a walk last season?
Correct.
Yeah.
Yes.
Crazy.
Yeah, I mean, that's still an 8.16 K per 9. Like, that's respectable. Like, even in today's game, that's respectable, let alone in the 90s when it wasn't really a thing.
I was going to say, and to be fair, it's like, yeah, they weren't striking out all that much in the 90s, and this is 95 right off the strike, so all the guys had just started juicing, so he's probably not going to strike a lot of fucking dudes out anyways. But, man, I don't know. I went through a lot of shit today learning about Mr. Mesa. I couldn't even get any of my work done at work.
That's fair.
Wow.
I hope you guys know
what numbers
everything.
did you say he wore in that year?
40, 50, and 94.
40, 50, and 94. Okay.
I was hoping they
All right.
add up or something.
I know, same.
So the Tigers traded for Chris Lambert, who wore number 40.
Uh-huh.
And they traded for Clay Rapata, who wore number 50.
Beautiful. God, thank you so much. That was detective work because I was looking a lot of shit up today and I could not find it.
I had to go all the way back to their like transaction history of 2007, month by month, and find when they acquired people. And then I found out who they acquired and took it into Baseball Reference because it's got the handy little numbers that they wore up at the top of the screen.
Beautiful. I love it.
There's one thing that gets me going baseball wise. It's the Philadelphia Phillies 2007 transaction history.
Detroit Tigers. Thank you very much.
Well, whatever. He was wearing Phillies uniform.
And he ended up getting released by them that year anyway. So.
Absolutely. Yep. And that was his final year.
Wow.
Oh, God. I need a break. Tone, talk about some other shit.
All right. We got some birthdays this week. Y'all ready?
Yes.
How about Luke Voigt?
Vuk Loit?
I don't know why I hate the last name Voigt. I just hate it. Like that word itself just sounds weird. Voigt?
I love that man.
It reminds me of Hoyt, and I hate the name Hoyt.
Yeah. Okay. Well, old Luke Voigt is 31 years old this week. First baseman for the Yankees.
For now.
Used to be here. Yeah, for now. We'll see. It's kind of an interesting name here as we approach the new season. Kind of going back, he came on hot after the Cardinals traded him to New York in 2018. He had a 1.095 OPS in his 39 games that first season with the Yankees. Followed by a respectable 842 OPS over 118 games in 19. Then the short season, 20, led all of baseball with 22 bombs.
My boy.
22 bombs. And
what
they play 60 games?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's pretty good numbers. Last year, though, he only appeared in 68 games and put up a fairly disappointing 764 OPS. Sheesh. He's also already 31.
Battled some injuries
I don't know.
last year.
What's that?
So he battled some injuries last year.
Yeah. Came into the season hurt, didn't he?
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm like optimistic. I think I'm just curious to see how his season pans out. But
he'll finish the year in Oakland A in the trade that sends Matt Olson to the Yankees.
Oh my goodness, you are not wrong there. Wow, good call, Dan.
Hey,
write it down, put it in the book.
Have we known that this kid was like a St. Louis boy?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I had no clue. I had no idea.
That's why we love him. Lafayette, I think.
Yeah, he went to Lafayette.
Was it Lafayette?
And then he went to Missouri State. I had no idea.
Yeah, dude.
Huh.
There you go. Look at that guy. All right. Next birthday for you. It's our boy Eric Burns.
Eric Burnsy, baby.
Great look, dude. He is 46 this week. What a freaking awesome dude he is.
Yeah, the absolute best.
I love him. Truly a very interesting character. Couple of his nicknames, I did not know this. Crash Test Dummy and Pigpen.
Pigpen's awesome.
I like Pigpen a lot.
Yeah.
He played 11 years in the bigs, various teams. His best season came in Arizona in 2007. Finished 11th in MVP voting that year. He had 50 stolen bags to go along with an 813 OPS. Pretty good stuff.
Okay, Burnsy, we see you, dog.
Right. His last game, though, not so great.
Oh.
It was pretty wild. He was with the Mariners at this point. He was 3 for 32 going into this game. Not good. It was April of 2010. It was an extra innings game against the Texas Rangers. Scoreless in extra innings. And Ichiro is on third. So they asked Burns to squeeze and lay down a bunt. And he acted like he was going to and then pulled it back for no apparent reason. But he had already lunged at the pitch. So Ichiro was running. Gets tagged out easily. Then Burns ends up striking out. It ended up being the last game of his career. He left the field on his bicycle, refusing to speak to anybody.
That makes sense.
And then he retired 3 days later.
Jeez.
Yeah. Ooh. Pretty crazy. But that was definitely the low light of his career. But he's had just a bunch of exceptional things happen since his playing days. He kind of came back into light about 5 years later. He was part of an automated balls and strikes experiment at an independent league game. So the system had 3 cameras set up that tracked the ball, and they were all attached to a computer, which was monitored by Eric Burns, who sat in the stands at this computer. And he had a mic hooked up to the PA system, so he would announce the ball strike call to the fans after each pitch. Apparently he's been a huge advocate for robot umps, at least for balls and strikes, I should say.
Sure.
Which is where they should be.
Yeah.
Wasn't he on MLB Network for a minute?
Yeah,
too?
he was.
Yep. He's been on MLB Network, a regular contributor on there for off and on for like 7 years or something like that.
Nice.
In 2019, the dude set a world record by playing 420 holes of golf in 24 hours at Half Moon Bay in California.
Oh my God.
So he did this to support the Let Them Play Foundation, which he's, I think, a founder of, if not a huge supporter of.
Nice.
He had to play at a constant jog, like barely taking time to set up his shots. 420 holes of golf in a day.
That's 17 and a half holes an hour. So about a full 18 holes in an hour. And if for the non-golfers out there, on a slow day, I mean, on a fast day, if you're just cruising, you're playing about 3 hours to get 18 holes done.
Jesus.
Right.
I had no idea. I was like, those numbers sound big to me, but I don't know anything about it.
You can usually average about 4 hours to play 18 holes.
Wow. Also 420. Nice.
Yeah, right. This is even crazier, I think. He has also completed the Western States 100-mile endurance run.
I did know this.
As well as, this is the crazy one, becoming the first person in history to complete a triathlon across America.
Mm-hmm.
He swam 7 miles across the San Francisco Bay, cycled more than 2,400 miles from Oakland to Chicago.
Oh my God.
And then ran 905 miles from Chicago to New York City.
It's insane.
Dude, I'm too lazy to drive from Chicago to New York City.
No shit. He did that right after he left MLB. Like, I think he left MLB Network to do this.
Really?
How long did was that like a month for him to do?
I don't know how long it took him. I mean, it had to be a very long period of time.
I mean, that's like 3 days just to drive from San Francisco to New York.
Right. Yeah, he swam, biked, ran it. Unbelievable.
That's impressive.
And then most recently, he has been announced as the manager of the Savannah Bananas.
Hell yeah, dude.
Super excited. We're going to see them in Kansas City here in May.
Yes, we are.
If you have not checked out the Savannah Bananas, you need to check out the Savannah Bananas. It's a whole different style of baseball, all about just having fun and involving the crowd and all that. So pretty cool stuff. You find the total time, Ty?
No, I did. Yeah, I did. Just now, I got hung up on something else. 57-day road trip.
57
2 months.
days.
But he said he did all of that. So Burns relied on 3 bikes: a road bike, a triathlon bike, and a cyclocross, whatever that means, to complete the 2,300 miles, as well as 1 pair of cycling shoes and 2 sets of cleats that he used, like I guess running cleats, to cover the 846 miles on feet. He packed 3 pairs of running shoes. And he's like, early on, he's like, I don't know, like 300 miles for each shoe? I don't fucking know. And he said it's also reported that he drank 2 to 4 beers every night.
Attaboy.
So just get done doing, just insane superhero shit, and then just drink a couple brewskis, dude.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah, I don't blame him. All right, last birthday, and your Tony Tone's dope name of the day is Pretzel Getzine. Getzine.
That's the most German thing I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah,
that's why they called him pretzels.
Pretzels Getzine.
He would be 158 years old.
We're getting there. That's pretty big old.
I
think that's like second biggest, oldest of all time.
It might be. Charles H. Getzine, better known as Pretzels or the Pretzel Twirler.
Hey-o.
Was the first German-born player in the major leagues.
What did you just say?
He was the first German-born player in the major leagues.
Okay.
What did you think I said?
Oh, you said German porn.
Ooh. No, that's something different.
Yeah, that's on me. That was my
that.
He was a pretty solid pitcher. He went 145 and 139 over his career, 3.46 ERA, 9 seasons between the Detroit Wolverines, the Indianapolis Hoosiers, the Boston Bean Eaters, the Cleveland Spiders, and the St. Louis Browns.
Why don't we have dope names anymore like that?
Right? Cleveland had an opportunity.
They did. They could have gone Spiders. Got his name because the batters described his pitch as a pretzel curve. At that time, though, get this, most people thought the curveball was a myth or an illusion. They literally didn't they're like, that's just how it looks.
It's all smoke and mirrors.
It's just a spin. It makes until 1886, and the Scientific American magazine published an article that referenced pretzels, and it explained that the curveball was in fact a real thing. The ball is actually curving through the air. So kind of weird.
How did we make it this far as a human race, dude?
I don't know, buddy.
Hey, look, see? Look.
Thank God.
Sounded like that's what you said, bro.
Thank God for the 100 years of evolution we've had.
Jesus. For real, dude. Ungodly. I don't even know, man.
Short and sweet today, but that's your don't name and your birthdays for this week.
Hey, what's your favorite old-timey baseball name? Because I think mine's the Boston Bean Eaters.
The Bean Eaters is good.
So good, right?
No, there was a shoot. Oh, I can't. I don't know where to search.
Where do we even find it?
There was something about results?
Worcesters.
That's
nice.
The Oakland Dudes.
What?
The Brooklyn Bridegrooms.
Oh, the Bridegrooms. That's a good one. Where are you finding these?
Google, bro.
Google, bruh.
Google.
Cleveland Infants. I definitely don't like that one.
Oof. Yeah, me.
New Haven Nutmegs.
Chicago Whales.
Troy Washerwoman.
Okay. Man, this is fun. Let's just talk stupid names.
Leavenworth Convicts. That's it right there.
The Baltimore Black Sox. Hey, we don't care about what color your socks are. We still don't. I don't know why we got two teams talking about their fucking socks.
I still like the where is it? Oh, the Detroit Wolverines. Yeah, we said them. That's pretty good.
Man, mine's got to be the Bean Eaters. I can't not think of the Bean Eaters.
That's pretty good.
What about the Brooklyn Superbas?
I was just looking that up.
Really?
I didn't know how to pronounce it.
Superba.
The New York Gothams. That's pretty slick. That's actually now the San Francisco Giants. So
Chicago Orphans.
What the fuck? I hate this.
It's kind of sad. Oh, you only like the Boston Bean Eaters because that's the Braves.
Bean. Is it?
Yeah, so they were Boston Bean Eaters and then Boston Braves, Milwaukee Braves.
Oh, hell yeah. I didn't know that.
Who would win between the Boston Bean Eaters and the Boston Doves?
Oh, the Bean Eaters for sure. Get out of here.
Yeah, you're probably
a wimpy bird.
But doves probably eat beans too.
Cleveland Naps.
Yeah.
Oh, Napa Joy. Okay, that makes sense.
What about the New York Mutuals?
It's like a bank.
Yeah.
It sounds like something you find on Urban Dictionary.
This one probably wouldn't fly anymore. The Philadelphia Whites.
Yeah, let's not do that one.
Yeah, we could do this all day, boys. Let's talk about money, though. I like money better.
All right.
But if you find a good one, you can say it again.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, shoot. All right. If you are watching, we appreciate you. Thank you so much. Why don't you head on over to anchor.fm/upperdeckerpod/support. You can become a monthly contributor for 99 cents, $4.99, or $9.99 a month. All of that goes back into the show, gives us time to research dumb old team names because we're old idiot human idiot bean eaters. That's what we do. If you can't do the monthly stuff, head over to PayPal. Go to paypal.me/upperdeckerpod. You can do a one-time donation. Anything over $20 will get you a message on the show, whether that be something stupid you want us to say, like Boston Bean Eaters probably 150 times in a row. I'll do it if you pay me $20. Or if you have like a business or a product that you are trying to sell, we will go ahead and give you guys an advertisement for that. Dan, fucking, will you shut up? God, so rude, bro.
My bad.
I'm trying to ask.
So good.
I know, I was killing it. I was
so good. I'm so proud of you.
And then in the background, just fucking.
I'm so proud.
Unbelievable.
I love you.
I love you so fucking much. I'm so happy you're back.
Thank you. Me too.
Oh, the Boston Bean Eaters, huh? Okay. I got to stop thinking about it. Tone, take me away with something else so I don't think about it. because I can't do it right now.
What are you talking about? I'm looking something up. I don't know what's going on.
Oh no! Oh, goodness gracious! What are we doing today, boys? NL West preview?
We're doing some NL West. Yeah.
NL
Let's talk about
West
the NL West.
preview. Well, I would, but I see that Tone's editing the slide, and he's not paying attention to anything right now, so I'm not going to put it on the screen. You fucking heathen, bro. Both of you.
I'm looking at it. I'm not even doing nothing to
All right. So we're going to do our National League West preview. We are going to go through, talk about acquisitions for each team, subtractions for each team. We are going to talk about... Stop it. I know what you were doing. Jesus
Look at that.
Christ.
The Brooklyn Tip Tops. Are you kidding me? Are you guys kidding me?
I do love that. That is really
that's
good.
pretty good.
Come see the Brooklyn Tip Tops. They're tip top. Oh, man.
Oh, that's good. All
I
right.
like your old-timey voice, Tone. You nailed that.
That was a really good old-timey
Oh,
voice.
come on. See the Brooklyn Tip Tops.
Oh, snap. All right, we're going to talk about acquisitions and subtractions from each team in the NL West. We are going to predict the standings for the 2022 in the NL West. We are also going to comprise. Is that a correct word for the rotation that we built? Comprise rotation?
We comprised...
from all of the National League West. We picked our 5 starters, our 5 best starters in our opinions, threw them together, and then we're also going to predict stat leaders for like home runs, stolen base, strikeouts, ERA, saves. I'm feeling good, boys. I'm feeling
on this shit.
Feeling tip top?
I'm feeling tip top, Mr. Bean Eater. All right, so here we are. Not a lot going on before the lockout out in the West, boys. A lot of unanswered questions still with the juggernaut Dodgers. And we had a couple little retirements, I think. Well, one retirement for sure, big one for the Giants there. Yeah, man, we're doing some shit out here. I think they're gonna not do as good as last year. I think any of these teams aren't gonna do as good.
Yeah, San Diego might be the one that does as good or better because they're going to have some pitching coming back.
Correct, Mundo. And they've still got like potential pitching just waiting in the wings if that doesn't come back. So
right, they've got pitching on pitching.
Yeah.
But I don't see the Dodgers winning 100 or the Giants winning 107 games this year.
No, not even close.
They've got quite a few departures, and who knows? Some of these guys could, re-sign. But we know Posey's retired. We know Gosman's gone, and the other ones.
Oh, Donovan Solanovan.
Solanovan.
Dang.
Dodgers too, man. A lot of question marks. You're losing. You definitely lost Scherzer. You definitely lost Seager, and those are the 2 biggest names.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
You might lose Kershaw.
Kenley.
Probably going to lose Kenley.
Even Joe Kelly at this point. I mean, that's a
good
bullpen
but
arm.
They are stacked on stacked on stacked. I don't know if you guys looked at the Athletics farm system ranks, but according to the Athletic, they've got the number 1 farm system in the MLB.
Of course they do.
Like they're stupid. They're going to be fine. They're out of all the teams that lost a bunch of people, they are in the best shape to weather that storm.
Yes, I don't disagree. But I don't care who you are. When you lose Max Scherzer, Clayton Kershaw, and Trevor Bauer in one season.
What's good, baby? Me and Garrett Hampson out there taking care of the outfield, boy.
Look at you. So we'll see. I don't know. We'll see. We're gonna look at a second here and see like where we're predicting these teams to finish in 2022. But
yeah, I mean, the Padres kind of took a little bit of a loss, too. They traded for Adam Frazier and then just were like, we're going to go ahead and just flip that guy anyways, which I understand. You've still got the depth, but, like, that's a big name to just be like, half a season was fine.
But they got, in my opinion, the biggest acquisition of the division getting Bob Melvin. So that's going to make all the difference in the world for that team.
I hope so.
Big if true, Dan. Big if true. The Rockies... Tone, like you were saying, they ain't done shit, bro.
They're not going to. I don't think.
They just done been losing people,
I cannot believe they didn't trade Trevor Story when they could have traded him.
Yeah,
mind
blowing.
They're pretty
Johnny
notorious for fucking that whole trade scenario up for the last like 2-3 years.
If they want to give us $20 million, we'll take Jermaine Marquez off their hands.
Unreal, dude.
Wouldn't that be crazy? There's no way they do that, right? There's no way they'd send us money and a premier player.
Yeah, let's just pay for his whole first year with you guys. No big deal. It's cool. Like we don't even fucking want him.
Man.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
so
all right. We'll give him some table scraps.
dog. How? That keeps me up at night. It keeps me up at night. Unreal.
Well, there's a reason that dude is no longer the GM of the Colorado Rockies.
Sheesh,
Here's a
bro.
question.
Sheesh.
What do you think Melanson was thinking? Like,
I
rushing
hate
to
it.
sign with Arizona.
Yeah,
That's
I
so
hate
weird.
that so much.
It's not like he waited out and like they offered him the most
And he
money.
signed a 2-year deal. He didn't even sign a 1-year deal. He signed a 2-year deal. He has to just really like Arizona.
I hate it more
Well, it's
than
possible.
anything.
Maybe that's where he wants to retire.
Yeah.
Getting up there.
I hate it. I hate it so much. And like he made
low
way,
dollars.
way less money than like Liam Hendricks, and him and Liam Hendricks like almost have the exact same numbers.
Yeah.
It was like a 2-year, $17 million deal that he signed with the Diamondbacks, and we know that Liam signed 4-year, 90 something.
Yeah.
Something just
It's
stupid.
just fucking crazy. I don't get it, man. Mark Melanson, I think he's like top 25 on all-time saves list.
You need a new agent, Mark. Give us a call, brother.
Yeah, I don't know what it literally just makes no sense. It makes no sense to me. Unless it was like Diamondbacks were like, hey, we'll sign you. And he's like, fucking no thanks. And then they were like, how about a 2-year deal and we'll trade you halfway through this year so that next year you're still on another team and we get something for you. Like, I don't understand. It literally makes no sense. I don't get it.
The biggest takeaway for me on this page is just how top heavy and bottom heavy, how lopsided the division was.
Mm-hmm.
I think from top to bottom, I don't see it changing like a ton. I still think any one of those teams could win 100 games, and not anyone, but any one of those three could win 100 games.
Mm-hmm.
I still see Colorado and Arizona finishing real low, but I think the middle will kind of like fill out a little bit. I don't think it'll be like two teams and then a 28 game gap.
I agree.
To the third team. I think those three will kind of mix some wins in.
Do you guys remember last year when I said the Rockies were going to finish in 4th place and y'all said they were going to finish in last, and I was way more correct than you two?
Well,
remember last year when we also said they were going to trade everybody, and then they decided that that was overrated.
Yeah, and they you should have just been better knowing stuff like that, like me.
That was. Let's move on.
There were words.
All right, these are our predictions for 2022. And
you guys are so stupid.
You got the Padres making a
look at you
jump.
Guys. Yeah, you guys are so stupid.
Huge jump for the Padres. You have them being. Let's see. We got 92 wins. They won 79 last year.
Yeah, it's 13. And the year before they won.
Actually, 13 doesn't sound that unreasonable.
Yeah, see?
Look at mine.
Oh, I have 92 also. You have 102.
Okay. I got them at 102.
Yeah, grow up.
But
guys.
I have them at 102 because I think their pitching is going to be a little more stabilized. And Bob Melvin, they collapsed in the last 2 months of the year.
That is true.
I don't think that happens.
Old Jace Tingler out there just kind of letting things fumble fuck around a little bit.
Right.
All right, Tone, run us through it. Let's just go last place to first. What do you got?
Rockies, real bad. Real bad.
Not as bad as the Diamondbacks, bro. I'm telling you.
We'll see. We both have Diamondbacks right in the same area. All three of us do. We got them at 60 wins. The Giants, 89. I think they're still going to be better than a 500 team, but they're definitely going to take a step back. Padres are going to take a step forward, 92 wins. Dodgers are still really good, 98.
Very good, very good. I have the Diamondbacks coming in last with 58 wins. I got the Rockies hanging in there at 75 and 87. Giants dropping down to third. We all have the Giants in third place. I have them at 85 and 77. Dodgers, I got all of those losses kind of taking them back a little bit because I don't think that they're done losing people. I'm pretty sure Kersh and Kenley are both going to be gone as well. They're still a 90-win team in my eyes. Like we were saying, they're so fucking deep. It's just insane to think otherwise. But I think the Padres I think they finally become closer to what we think that they can be this year. And I think they take the division.
Yeah, I don't think that they're quite there yet, but I've got them a lot closer. So I also have the Rockies in the last at 58 wins, Diamondbacks at 60. Giants, I have barely being a 500 team at 82 and 80. I'm going to talk about them here in just a minute. And then the Padres at 102 wins. So I have them taking a pretty huge step forward. And then the Dodgers still winning the division at 105. And like I said, their top three is still Walker Buehler, Julio Urias, and Tony Gonsolin. They're going to get Dustin May back this year.
Oh, it's going to be May.
They still have David Price, who they had in the bullpen. So even if you have him as a 4, that's fine. I mean, yeah, they still need a starter, but I think their second and their 5th ranked prospects, which are both MLB top 100, are both pitchers. And they're both like college pitchers, not prep pitchers. So they're pretty much ready. So I don't see them taking nearly as big of a step back. And their infield is still going to be, who are they going to have? Bellinger, Muncy, Trey Turner, Justin Turner.
Chris Taylor.
Yeah, they got Chris Taylor back. They still have Mookie Betts. They still have Will Smith behind the plate. They've got Diego Cartaya, who's a top 10 prospect, is also a catcher. So
I've literally never heard that name before in my life.
Diego Cartaya. That's the reason that they traded Keibert Ruiz to get Trey Turner.
That makes sense.
So they're stupid stacked.
Yeah,
and
they're
still gonna win a bunch of games.
I'm with you. I think kind of like we said, those top 3 could probably flip flop but top 2 for sure could flip flop at any position. Giants maybe if they just pull it out of their ass again somehow, but it looks like none of us think they're going to do that.
No, they way overperformed, and
kind
I've got
of start
from back that up.
Yeah, let's kind of start from the bottom and work our way up together. So since y'all two have the Rockies finishing last, let's talk about them. Why exactly are they last? Other than they fucking suck.
Suck. There's just no. I mean, Charlie Blackmon and German Marquez are the only 2 household names on that team.
Bro, they have Garrett
CJ
Hampson
Cron.
starting center field and shortstop. What do you mean? They're going to be fine.
See, I've got him starting second base on this one, so who knows?
Where's second base? Oh, they've got a backup at second base on mine, and then they've got him. Oh, the third string third baseman. This is fun. Goodness. This is fun. What a good time. They got CJ Cron, who we know got hurt last year and didn't play for a lot of the season. I think he's going to have a big year out there. Probably get traded if they're smart, but they're not.
Well, I mean, they just signed him, so I doubt. But I mean, even still, like,
they just signed him like again.
They signed him this last offseason to a 2-year, $14.5 million deal.
Cool, got it. That core though, I'm real excited about the Brendan Rodgers, Garrett Hampson, Ryan McMahon core is the highest potential, like prospecty boys of all time in my eyes. Not really all time, obviously. That's fucking stupid. But like they're gonna be way better.
Bright spots. Like Elias Diaz had, if I remember correctly, a pretty decent year last year.
Yeah, Sam Hilliard had great little.
But he's also 32.
Yeah, that's the thing is they're young guys aren't that young. Like Sam Hilliard, Hilliard's gonna be 28. McMahon's already 27.
Right in their prime, bro.
Hampson's already 27.
Right in their prime.
Yeah, but you're not in win now mode if you're Colorado. You're trying to build for like 5 years.
Right in their prime. They're going to win 75.
We'll see, buddy.
I don't think German Marquez stays there, but they've got Kyle Freeland, Sentenzella is not bad, and then they've got the fucking GOAT, Austin Gomber, dude. Like Cy Young potential, Austin Gomber. He has to be so good because he only cost Arenado and $50 million. He's literally the best player there's ever been.
Yeah.
Okay. God, you guys are unreal.
Can we talk about Marquez real quick? Wait, hold on. Does anybody have Marquez in their rotation?
I do.
I don't fucking know anymore.
We can wait. We'll talk about him in a minute then.
Okay. Coach Bill says they'll have Mr. Paul DeYoung starting at shortstop. So we're gonna have another little Cardinals, little Rockies trade. How much are the Rockies paying for Mr. Paul DeYoung this time?
We'll get Trevor Story and $1,000 million.
Yeah, they're gonna sign Trevor Story to like a 10-year, $300 million deal. Trade him here for Paul DeYoung and give you guys $150 million.
Yeah,
seems fair. Really reasonable.
Yeah, we'll just take Paul DeYoung. Here's our pockets also,
and we'll send you in return the Brooklyn Tip Tops.
The Brooklyn Tip Tops, dude. You want some Bean Eaters with that? Can I get a side of Bean Eaters, please? Hey, let's talk about the Diamondbacks now. Their ass also. They're very bad.
Yeah.
They're so bad.
Yeah.
I don't know where to even start because, like, I'm looking at their depth chart. Oh, shush. The Cardinals get Gomber back for Paul DeYoung. Dude, I would lose it.
Oh, my God.
I would stop. No, I wouldn't. But I would. Oh, my God. I can't even.
We're going to get Jermaine Marquez for Paul DeYoung and, like, Lars Nootbaar.
Lars.
Is that a realistic trade that you just spit out in your head?
No, nobody in their right mind would ever accept that trade.
What are you fucking talking about? What are you talking about? They just shipped Arenado over here with $50 million and said, good luck. You don't think they're going to fucking make another dumb trade? Get out of here. Unreal. You look at the Diamondbacks and, like, I don't know, man. They're pitching.
They have a shit ton of it.
Yeah, it just. Yeah, Madison Bumgarner, who's so old.
He's not even the oldest starter in that rotation. How fucking weird is that?
Merrill Kelly?
Merrill Kelly is the oldest one in that rotation.
Ew,
I would have definitely lost money on that bet.
Fucking gross.
Dude, Merrill Kelly and I were born exactly 7 days apart to the year. How about that?
Honestly, there's a lot of people in the world that has a lot of potential of happening.
Fuck you, Ty. I was really excited about that.
I got you, bro. It's all good. Yep.
Born in the same freaking month. That's insane.
Out of the
you were born in 1988 too? Get the fuck out of here.
The 20th century, bro. Get the fuck out. Unreal. Can we just stay on baseball for 5 seconds this episode, please?
Nope.
Mad Bum, Zach Kelly, Merrill Kelly. What am I doing? Madison Bumgarner, Zach Gallen, Merrill Kelly, Luke Weaver, and then their fifth spot's what, like a Tyler Gilbert, Taylor Widener.
Castellanos.
I barely know her.
Nice, boys. Nice. Weaver, I barely know her. God dang it. We can't do shit on this show anymore. Fuck.
Bumgarner, I barely know her.
I do like their starting rotation. Plus, they've got Caleb Smith still, who we've kind of given up on at this point. But could be something. You know, he's in the bullpen right now, but you never know. They've got the greatest available closing pitcher out there, aside from like Kenley Jansen. So their bullpen, I don't fucking know what they're doing, man.
They also got a guy named Seth Beer.
Nice,
bro.
I like it.
He's their third DH.
Carson Kelly, Dalton Varsho split a lot of time back there last year. They did pretty good. Christian Walker still took a little step back, but and Ketel Marte. I mean, come on.
Yeah, I don't think he'll be there much longer though either. But we've been saying that for how long? 3 years now.
Right.
I don't remember how to say it correctly. Is it Pavin Smith? Pavin? Do you know what I'm talking about?
We say it however the fuck we want to say it.
That's fair. Pavin Smith. He's just out there Smith paving all day. He had a pretty good season last year, if I remember correctly. Can one of you guys fact check me on that right quick, please?
Yeah, he no, I don't know. He had a 98 OPS plus.
Oh, pretty shit then. I'm
267 average.
Okay.
Negative WAR.
I did pretty good then.
Who else you got?
I don't know, man. I'm out of my shit. Whatever. I like Christian Walker. Ketel Marte won't be there. Van Meter, Josh Rojas, I'm excited about. Nick Ahmed is not. He's like 2 years removed from being like a top 5 offensive shortstop in the game, which was weird. Just out of fucking nowhere, crushed it, raked, and now fucking nothing. David Peralta won't be there much longer. I think Jordan Luplow is his replacement. I don't know, man. They're just ass. They're fucking terrible.
They're really bad. There's no way
Yeah.
around it.
Yeah, I actually think 60 wins might be a bit optimistic.
I've got them at 58, and I was being very optimistic about that, like very lenient. I think they.
I also think 58 for the Rockies is going to be a little optimistic too after looking at their depth chart a little deeper.
75, bro. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. What do we got now? The Giants? You want to talk about the Giants a little bit, boys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell them, take it away because I can't talk.
I want to talk about Logan Webb because that dude.
Sheesh, bro.
Real good.
He was good all season, but man, in the playoffs, he was just stupid. Absolutely stupid good. So fun to watch. He's going to lead the rotation. They need Desclafani to have a season like he did last year. They need Alex Wood to be good.
Mm-hmm.
I think that Gossman
Yeah,
loss is going to really hurt them. Alex Cobb's in there. He did kind of like the reclamation project last year. He had 18 starts, 3.76 ERA. Not too bad.
Yeah, that was with the Angels.
I don't know.
like that was
Sounds
right?
right. Yeah, that was with the Angels. Yep. So,
I mean, and then in their bullpen, they've got Jake McGee slotted as their closer, but they've also got Tyler Rogers, and that's not a guy to sleep on either. So
no, Rogers is awesome.
Their bullpen will be pretty good. That Camilo Duvall is something to check out. He came up right towards the end of the season last year and like almost took over as their closer because McGee was hurt. He is lights out, little young buck.
I feel like I remember Zach Little having a decent season too. Maybe I'm just making that up, but
I'm just looking at a lot of names right now and no faces.
No,
because,
he did fine. 2.92
lockout.
ERA, 61 and 2/3 inning pitch, 63 strikeouts, 114 WHIP.
Okay.
He's a big boy. He's a like 6'2", 6'3". What do they have, Matt? No, 6'4", 220.
Ooh,
So,
sheesh.
Daddy like.
yeah.
They are going to need Yastrzemski to play like 2020 Yastrzemski and not 2021 Yastrzemski because he went from a 968 OPS in the short season to 768.
Oof.
Yeah.
Oof.
So,
Dropped 200 points. He batted 224 last year. Not good.
They just tend to have a lot of guys whose their names aren't everyday names and they're not like top prospects, but just like barely get in there and kind of perform. Like Austin Slater, Lamonte Wade Jr., who came out of nowhere, Steven Duggar, Darren Ruff, like Wilmer Flores.
I hate saying
Flores
it,
had
but
a fucking year.
how good of a season did Brandon Belt have, man? Like,
yeah, he did, but I've got notes on that actually. So Brandon Belt, Brandon Crawford, Buster Posey, who obviously retired, and Darren Ruff all posted career high average on base slugging and OPS pluses last year.
Wow, dude.
So are we really banking on those three guys to repeat that again? Like, this is obvious, some of these guys have been around for 10 years. Darren Ruff, a little bit of an exception because he went and played overseas, but are we really going to bank on them after one season when they've got 10 years worth of data saying that no? And then Evan Longoria hasn't had an offensive season like that since 2016. So, and he only played in 81 games. And Brandon Belt was also hurt for a good chunk of the year. I think he only played in like 92 or 94 games last year.
97, Dan.
Okay, my bad. Still under 100. And
I'm sorry for picking on you today, Dan.
I'm not. It's fine. And then, so yeah, I just don't. They're going to take massive step back this year. And like, I almost feel like 82 and 80 might be like the peak that they can get to.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay.
I still threw them at 85 and 77, just giving them a little bit of the benefit of the doubt compared to, what they did last year. I think I had them probably winning 80 fucking games and they came out and won 105. So
yeah,
I'm I don't know, man. They're a weird team because they do have these no-name guys that keep putting up, career numbers like you're saying, Dan. And then they've got guys like just these little pieces that just fit in just right, like Tommy La Stella. If he's healthy, that guy's an on-base machine. He's going to help him score runs. But, hey, got to be cheating, right? Like, all of their players had career years in every offensive statistic.
Yeah, I mean, four of them, Longoria didn't do, hadn't been that good in 6 years. But then, like, why does Yastrzemski suck? Like, at that point, like, I don't know.
Yeah, that's true.
Brandon Belt had 975 OPS.
Yeah, and Crawford also set career highs in home runs and RBIs last year.
Yeah, they cheating. I don't give a shit. I'm calling it now. They cheating.
He had a 522 slug, and he had never finished with, I think it was above a 470. I think was his previous career high slugging percentage. Don't quote me on that, but it's in that ballpark. It definitely was below 500.
Hell if I know, man. We'll see. I really want to see Logan Webb's season. That's probably the thing that I'm most excited about with the Giants. I could give a shit less about the rest of it. Let's move on to the Padres because you guys have them both finishing second.
Correct, Mundo.
Yes, sir.
What makes them a second place team instead of the first? Why are they not finally making that jump to first place?
It's not as deep.
Yeah, I think. I
mean, it's more of a Dodgers are good, not a Padres are worse.
Yeah, for me.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I love the Padres roster, like pretty much up and down. Little weaker in the outfield than I would like.
Yeah, I would have loved it a lot more if they would have brought Melanson back, but they're still fine.
Yeah,
they don't have a whole lot of depth in the outfield because they've got 3 guys for their outfield like that, and that's it. They got Profar, Myers, and Grisham, and they're all just kind of interchangeable throughout the outfield.
And you have to bank on Trent Grisham getting hurt at some point throughout the year.
Right. Yeah. And then they also, at least on this depth chart, they've got Will Myers not only in right field, but also DH because we're going to have to think about the DH this year.
Right.
So what I would do is go ahead and let Ha-Seong Kim play wherever, I don't know, short and put Tatis in right field like they did a bunch last season.
Yeah.
Or something. I think you got Austin Nola you can mix in there if you start Alfaro catcher or something like that. But
if they think CJ Abrams is ready to take center field, I mean, I know he's a shortstop prospect, but I mean, I guess they could bring him up to short or they could put him in center or whatever and then kind of extend that outfield depth a little bit too.
Yeah.
And then their other top prospect is also an outfielder, but he's still also only 20. So
right.
Go ahead, Ty.
Their rotation is fucking insane. I know that we've talked about this for like 3 years now. Yeah. I think that is, the 2-game difference that I have them slotted right now. That rotation will take them over the top of what the Dodgers have, I think.
It can. Here's my only thing.
Okay.
Just like what happened last year is good. I love that rotation, like up and down, just like you. My only thing is it's very easy to also see how that rotation could fall apart.
True.
Yep.
Like you look at it and you're like, oh man, those players are awesome. And you're like, okay, Musgrove, he's 29, so he's in his prime, but he had a career year last year for sure. Through that no-hitter. You look at Darvish, definitely on the back end of his career, and there's questions about his arm. Blake Snell, not a great injury history. Mike Clevenger coming off Tommy John.
Paddock's
coming off injury. Year. Yep. So
yeah, it doesn't look nearly as deep. They do potentially, Dinelson Lamet could slot back into that rotation, but again, injury history.
Right. Yeah, I do love their bullpen though, the way it's set up right now. Emilio Pagan, Drew Pomeranz, Craig Stammen, all former closers that had like 30, 40 save seasons. And then you've got Dinelson Lamet and Austin Adams just kind of hanging out, trying to figure that out down there. So I really like their pitching. I think their pitching is a tad bit better than the Dodgers right now because the Dodgers have a guy named Trevor Bauer who's probably not going to pitch for them. So that's another thing that you have to think of that they're going to take a leap back on.
He's going to at least have a suspension.
Well, maybe. I don't know. I mean, he got cleared criminally, so
he did, but the reports coming out of MLB, like their case is still open. And there was I don't remember who it was that reported it, that there's still an expectation of a significant suspension coming his way. Yeah.
Gotcha. Well, We will see. He should
Yeah.
probably stop making videos for a while. But
Yeah, that was pretty cringy. I did not enjoy much of that.
no.
Speaking of Dodgers, though, do you guys have anything else on the Padres?
No.
Okay, let's talk Dodgers. I mean, what's to say about the Dodgers? None of us, we haven't said before already. They are stacked. They're losing pieces, but they're so deep that it might not even matter. You're just kind of relying on guys like Gavin Lux, who hasn't really putting it all together yet. They had to rely a lot on like Luke Raley and Matt Beatty last season. So who knows if they can do the same shit there. They got that Zach McKinstry kid who was kind of hurt a little bit.
Yeah.
But you got Mookie Betts, who also coming off of a down year last year. Bellinger off a down year last year.
Super down year. Yeah, man.
Chris Taylor could just keep doing Chris Taylor things. I think he'll finally get the chance to start every day this year, right?
Yeah,
I mean, especially
with his eligibility all over the field, he'll start every day.
Might be a dumb question, but the depth chart I'm looking at, he is the starting third baseman. Where's Justin Turner?
Oh, I've got Justin at third base. I don't think Chris Taylor will start at third. Justin,
so he's talking about the MLB depth chart.
Mm-hmm. On MLB depth chart, Justin Turner's not on it. Is that the 40-man thing that you were talking about, Dan?
Yeah, he must have finished.
Turner's coming off of injury. He's listed day-to-day on ESPN.
He got hurt in the playoffs against the Dodgers, remember?
Yeah.
Or against the Braves.
They've got Muncy, Turner, and Edwin Rios all coming off
Edwin
injury.
Rios too. Yeah. That's another
I
good
was
name.
Muncy, dude.
I was reading about Muncy, and he doesn't even know when he's going to be ready. Rehab player, like his coaches don't know when he's going to be ready. So that's a big downfall there because
he was having like MVP type season before he started getting hurt.
I was looking into it, for fantasy reasons. I was trying to figure out what I was going to do with, Muncy this year, if I was going to go after him or not. And they're like saying it could be like mid-season before he's still back. He basically had Tommy John. He tore his UCL and they had to repair it.
Yeah.
So
that dude had 36 bombs in only 144 games.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, he was probably going to hit 40 last year.
Yeah, he was having an incredible season. Definitely worth trading for. So thank you for that, Danny.
But if you go around the horn, like we're saying, catcher, Will Smith, you've still got Austin Barnes, who's just kind of been hanging out forever with the Dodgers.
Yeah.
Pretty good little backup guy there. What do we think? Cody Bellinger at first, Trey Turner at short, Gavin Lux at second, Turner at third.
Justin Turner at third, yeah. Or Taylor, yeah.
So their outfield is what? Pollock, Betts, and Taylor?
Probably Chris Taylor at that point, yeah. I mean, you could mix it up a little bit and put like Matt Beatty on first and just let Belly either play the outfield or DH.
Right.
You'd probably put Belly in the outfield and have Pollock DH.
Yeah, whichever route it ends up working.
Yeah. Either way, they're deep. They're all interchangeable everywhere, so that's obviously why they're going to be good. Are we really expecting them to not go and make like another move after the lockout ends anyway? Dude, I can't wait for the lockout to end because I feel like it's just going to be madness.
I hope so. I mean, there's only going to be so much time,
Right.
They're not going to – if the lockout ended tomorrow, it'd be fine. You have plenty of time, but it's not going to end tomorrow. It's going to end like March 15th, and they're going to be like, all right, we're still starting on April 1st.
Right.
Right.
Yeah. So we will see. Also, they've got, probably the best starting pitcher in the NL West, correct? Walker Buehler?
I would.
Best pitcher
in
in the
Logan
NL
Webb.
West?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Him or Logan Webb. I would flip a coin.
Hey, let's talk about that, actually.
Yep, let's do it. Flip it on over, baby boy. Look at our rotations.
Those are nice. They're also similar.
Yeah. The top three are... Oh, we didn't even talk about Urias. Let's kind of get into that here a little bit. So our top three are all the same. We've all got Walker Buehler as our ace, Logan Webb as our number 2, and Julio Urias as our 3-hole in our starting rotation. And then, Tone, you've got Joe Musgrove and Mike Clevenger, 2 Padres. I've got Yu Darvish in my 4th spot. Dan went with German Marquez, and then Dan, you and I are both not ready to give up on Zach Gallen yet. We've got him in the 5th slot, and I love it.
Yeah, man, you got me big hype on him, like whatever it was, like 18 months ago, and now I just refuse to accept that he's not as good as we want him to be.
Exactly. He was dealing with a bunch of injuries last year. I think he really comes out this year and shows it and just goes the fuck off.
Yep.
So a 5 slot for me is pretty easy.
I genuinely hope you guys are right and I'm wrong on that. It's not that I don't think he will. I'm more excited to watch Mike Clevenger's comeback.
Mm-hmm. He's
sure.
Zach Gallen's got, out of my rotation, he's got the highest K per 9 except for Darvish. He's got a 10.4 career K per 9, and Darvish got 11.1.
Wow.
And I think that's what excites me about him so much is that when he's healthy, holy shit, that man can pitch his ass off.
Exactly, and it's not overpowering pitching. It's pitching. It's Maddox-esque pitching. Right. You know, he just hits his spots. He changes speeds. It's a fun thing to watch, and if he can keep his control inbounds a little bit, because he also has a 3.6 walk per 9, which is the highest. So, of my rotation, it's the highest. But
sure,
I mean, we'll see. I don't know. I'm not ready to give up on him.
Right.
And I am super ready to see Mike Clevenger. I would have had him in my honorable mentions, but yeah, that was hard. I would have had him in my honorable mentions, but him coming off the injury is the only thing that kind of kept him off. So
that was literally the same reason that I didn't put him on mine. I always give that 1 year buffer when they come off of Tommy John, or I mean any major surgery for that matter. And
right.
So this is that 1 year for me.
Mm-hmm. All right. So you were talking about German Marquez earlier. You were potentially going to switch him out for somebody. Who was that, and why didn't you?
I was actually going to switch him out with Dustin May, and then you guys reminded me that May had Tommy John. Speaking of last May,
Nice.
And so he is not expected to be back until after the All-Star game.
Mm-hmm.
But I was looking at May's numbers, and if you compare him, actually, let me just grab him. Use our handy dandy little tool here.
Handy dandy.
But his numbers compared to like a Walker Buehler, for example, were incredibly similar, like scarily similar, and it was awesome. Damn it, hang on, it's gonna make.
Does that tool also tell you how ugly Dustin May is?
No,
it does. I almost wrote him down as Ginger Thor instead of putting his actual name in there.
Nice.
Yeah, so if you compare the last, the career to date, basically, which obviously, there's a bigger body of work for Walker Buehler. The ERA, 2.9 to 2.93 in favor of Buehler. The K per 9 is not, that's the biggest discrepancy is 9.9 to 8.8, but he walks less people. His hits per 9 right in line with him, 6.8, 7.4. His whip, basically a 1 versus a 1.06. He's just right in line with him, and he's so young, and I don't know what it is about watching that dude. Maybe it's just, what is it, his slider that he's got? He's got one pitch that's just disgusting. If you follow Pitching Ninja on Twitter, he's on there frequently, and it's just nastiness. And like if you look at the ERA plus 146 compared to 140 over Walker Buehler, so he's right there. But and that's why I wanted to put him in there, but I didn't because of the injury. So I went with German Marquez instead, who actually, he lines up pretty favorably, against Walker Buehler as well in a lot of these statistics. So I would like to see him get his hits per 9 down a little bit, but playing in Coors, obviously you're going to expect that to be up a little bit.
Right.
2.6 walks per 9, I can live with that because he's pumping out 9 Ks per 9. So I can definitely live with that for German Marquez. You're going to be in Coors your whole career and have a 4.28 ERA. All right, I can live with that because your FIP's 3.85. So I know I just spat like a bunch of fucking numbers like a damn computer, but
like the fucking Matrix, dude. You got binary code coming out of your fucking ears.
Right. But all in all, it boils down to German Marquez is a very good pitcher, and he gets overlooked, I think, because he's in Colorado. And if he does any kind of like goes to anywhere that's not Colorado or Arizona, he's gonna have a really, really good season.
Bro, you are just spitting John Gray right at me.
I missed most of what you said because I was looking.
Can you repeat all of that?
Can you repeat all that, please? No, but my only thing with Marquez, did you bring up his splits?
I didn't. I don't look at the splits too much on cores because as much as it favors them when they leave, like as much as it hurts pitchers while they're at cores, it also hurts them when they're gone because they're not used to pitching away from cores. Same thing as hitters.
Okay, well then, F me, I guess.
But I am curious to hear what you found on the splits.
Well, I like Germán Marquez a lot, and I'd be happy to have him on any team I root for sure. It does worry me a little bit that he has a career 4.28 ERA, but then you say, Coors, but then I looked at the splits.
Coors and Arizona too, because that fucking humidor got it, since they're in division, he's gonna be pitching there a lot too.
That's true. His splits are pretty even game wise, 69 games and 72 games.
Nice.
He has, where am I looking? There we go. ERA, it's better on the road, but it's a 3.85 on the road as opposed to 4.73 at home. So if you get rid of the home, 3.85. I mean, it's not bad. 3.85 isn't like awful.
Sure.
But I'd like to see a little bit of a more drastic split to trust that he's going to be better elsewhere.
Yeah, his whip is also significantly lower on the road too, though. So I think that if that's anything's going to give you kind of some, I don't know, some optimism, the fact that he's given up, 0.2, basically, he's shaving 0.2 of a point off of his whip on the road.
Yeah.
That kind of tells me what I need to see.
Yeah. Also, I just pulled it up. I know we're done talking about Gallen, but the dude before last season had a 2.78 career ERA.
Yeah, he's nasty, bro. I'm not ready to give up on him just because he had one bad year.
Yeah, maybe I should put him in there. Oh, well.
We'll see. It's fine. I got you Darvish on there, so if anybody's making a mistake, it's me.
I don't know. I got Musgrove, and I was just saying how I don't think he's going to repeat what he did last year. So, I mean.
I went with you, Darvish. It's another one of those I'm not ready to give up yet. I know there's a lot of concern about his arm, but he's also only one season removed from a second-place Cy Young finish. Yeah. So all it takes is, oh, shit, I fucked this up last year. Let's go ahead and fix it. I mean, I know that he's going to be 35. He's getting up there, and I hate that because obviously that's my fucking boy. Always going to be sentimental towards that fucking cat. But
he wasn't awful last year.
It's not terrible. Like for a 4 spot, he's fine.
The ERA sucks, 4.22, but he look at the whip.
Yeah, and he had a 3.9 FIP, so it's,
his whip was almost under 1.
Yeah, he had a 1.094. He still struck out 10.8 per 9. His walk rate is not as high as it's been. I mean, he's still in control of it.
It just as the year went on, he got worse.
That is true, and that's why they're talking about his arm potentially just being toast. But you've also got to think, these guys are also coming off of a game or a season where they started 12 games instead of 30. So they started, he started 12 games in 2020. And then came in 2021, boom, here you go, fucking start 30 games. You're going to have some type of fatigue. Now that he's been back in that routine, barring another fucking delay, I think he'll come out and he'll be a lot stronger than he was last year.
I hope so.
Dan, you're right. His ERA by month went
that's what I was just getting ready to bring up.
2.13, 2.2, 3.07, 7.36, 6.32, 6.21.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He should have just stopped with the All-Star break, man. That would have been. He was an All-Star. I mean, he was,
Yeah, I mean, he was. So. Yeah, he was in contention for, like that mid-season Cy Young. They're talking like, oh, who could you be? Blah blah blah. He was there, and then just fucking. But I just think that I think he got tired. I think he got fatigued, and he's back into it and ready to go this year, hopefully. So we'll see. Tone, talk about Joe Musgrove and Mike Clevenger, and then we'll all three talk about our top 3.
Yeah, Musgrove, I think of, maybe not traditionally, he's had a few injuries in the past, but when he's healthy, I think of him as like kind of a workhorse pitcher, like a slightly less talented Lance Lynn, but not much. Like, he went out there, I think, last year he went out there and threw 181 innings, over 200 strikeouts. Like that, you need guys like that aren't the flashiest. But I mean, again, he had no hitter. Like, it obviously works. He's got the stuff. So
that was his first start in San Diego too, wasn't it?
Yep.
Oh yeah, yeah. And then Clev, I don't know. I'm going out on a limb here, man. I love that dude.
I do too.
We haven't really seen him pitch much lately at all because in 2020, he only pitched in 8 games. But he's pitched well his entire career. I mean, even those 8 games in 2020, he had a 3.02 ERA.
Just big injury prone.
Big injury prone, man. But hopefully the Tommy John cleared that up. We're gonna see.
I don't know. I think it's the second time he's had it.
Oh, sunshine.
Sunshine.
I got sunshine.
Man, I'm just upset that he's 31.
I know.
That really, really grinds my gears.
I'm not looking at him like oh, he's finally healthy. He's gonna have a great rest of his career. Like, but if you can get a couple like really good years out of him, or a couple solid seasons, I don't know. We'll see. He's
been in the league since he was 25, and he has started 92 games.
Yeah, that should be about 3 seasons of work.
Yeah.
Yeah, give or take.
God, that's just so upsetting. It's so upsetting.
Do we want to dive into our honorable mentions real fast?
Let's just finish out our rotation, and then we'll talk about the honorable mentions.
Didn't we just finish out the rotation?
No, because we got Urias and Webb and Bueller to talk about, bro.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Yeah, I guess we did just talk about the last 2, didn't we? Okay.
So let's just gang bang Julio Urias real quick. Let's talk about him. What do you guys think about that?
He was sneaky good last season.
Yeah, I mean, insane good.
It's weird, like he got Cy Young votes. It's not like no one knew what he was doing. Again, 7th in Cy Young votes, but
right.
I mean, nuts, dude. 2.96 ERA last year, and you look at his stats, like I don't know where he came from. He's just kind of been there doing his thing.
Mr. Consistent.
They
used him out of the bullpen a bunch, but
yeah.
I mean, when he starts, that boy's good.
Yeah.
He had 9.5 Ks per 9 last year. 195 just raw strikeouts. Only gave up 19 home runs as a starter.
He also just turned 25 . So
I was gonna say he's still a baby.
Yeah.
He's still figuring it out, and he's only gonna get better. I love what I see from him. He could be an ace in a year or 2. Like if it weren't for Bueller, he would probably be their number 1. So
he would be. Yeah, he actually pitches better on the road than he does at home, which is crazy.
I've also seen him enough in the playoffs against the Braves the last couple of years that I fear this man. He literally puts fear into me because they'll start him, he'll start games, and then he'll close the next game, and he'll pitch like 3 shutout innings to close the following game.
Yeah.
He's just lights out. He's unbelievable, man. God. I mean, his career whip is a 1.149, but like it's just gone down. It's gone down almost every year. I mean, 2020 was up there a little bit, but nothing insane. And then last year he brought it all the way down to 1.018. So,
and he like thrives as the season goes on. It's like the big pressure moments are just nothing for him. So
exactly,
like if you're looking at his splits, I mean, I'm just looking at last year. I'm not looking at even at his career, but like his ERA from June on went 4.85, 2.3, 1.38 in August, and then 2.06 in September and October. Like, dude,
homie's got ice in his veins, bro.
Yeah.
You know something crazy?
What's that?
He had if he repeats last year, as far as WAR is concerned, he will be in the top 15 all time
for lefties,
Mexican-born players.
Oh wow, okay.
For WAR, so he'll be in the top 15 all time for Mexican-born players, and he'll be 26 years old.
That's crazy.
And I know we don't value like wins and losses on a starter level so much on this show, but he did go 20-3 last year,
right?
Which is
the only 20-game winner.
Yeah, and the
Oh.
3 games that he lost were on him. I mean, he only pitched 14 innings in those 3 games. He had a 10.93 ERA.
Yikes.
And in his 20 wins, he had a 1.86 ERA.
That's crazy. And then just to kind of cap it off here, I'm looking at his similarity scores down at the bottom.
Mhm.
His number 1 similar pitcher is a guy named Slim Jones, so that's fucking sick.
Hell
Nice.
yeah.
And then his number 10 similar pitcher is a guy named Slim Love. So he's just out here just so similar to a couple Slims that it's unreal.
He's the real Slim Shady.
Slim Love.
All right, Logan Webb. We've kind of talked about him already today. Let's just kind of cap it off. I know that he kind of came a little bit out of nowhere last year. However, all 3 of us are pretty much in agreement that he's the real fucking deal, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean it was way out of nowhere. I mean his ERA from 20 to 21 dropped 2.5 points.
Yeah, I mean it was his
But-
first full season.
Exactly.
2020 I guess
Yeah.
was his first full season, but not obviously a full season for a pitcher.
Right.
And then in his 26 games that he started, he only had 148 innings pitched. So they're going to let him stretch that out again in 2022 and get up there closer to the 200 innings probably. And
Yeah,
you're going to see those strikeouts rise. You're going to see, hopefully, that ERA stay right about where it is, and all his other numbers are just going to start racking up behind that.
Yeah.
9.6 K per 9 last year looks real fucking good.
Mhm. Who did he face in that game 5 against the Dodgers? Remember, we watched we were talking about that game together. It was Logan Webb and whoever for the Dodgers, probably Bueller, started game 5 of the division
Probably.
series, and it was just insane. It went down to the final strike with Wilmer. Check swinging.
Yeah.
He had the game of his life, dude.
Yeah. Who I'm looking it up right now.
So I know Scherzer closed that game, but I feel
Maybe it was game 1 then that I'm thinking of, and it was Webb and Bueller off the bat. Who knows, man?
because they used
You guys keep,
Knievel
I'm gonna look it up.
to like open that game because he pitched game 5 and then game 1.
Yeah, game 1 and game 5. So game 1 is what I was thinking of. He had 7.2 innings pitched, shutout baseball against the Dodgers, kind of just shut them down. And that's when the Giants, they won that game 4-0. And then obviously game 5, man, it was still a duel. I mean,
Yeah,
he had 7 innings
went
pitched.
7.
Yeah,
gave up
7 innings
1
pitched,
run.
4 hits, 1 run. He struck out 17 in his 2 postseason starts. Ungodly.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's pretty good.
Wow.
Yeah, the boy can pitch. Like
Yeah.
there's no doubt about it. And what really helped him, so 19 and 20, he had a hits per 9 over 10, and last year he had sub 8. So he was, I don't know if he was just throwing more strikes, if he was more deceptive, whatever it was. But even like his FIP last year said he should have been even better than what his ERA said.
Yeah.
Right. Man,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
Those 2 games.
Those were the 2 of the better games in the playoffs this year.
Yeah.
Or this past season.
Allowed 1 run over 14 innings, 17 strikeouts to 1 walk.
Mm-hmm. I'm looking through that game 5 as well. So it was the Giants went with Logan Webb. They went in there. The Dodgers went starter. They went opener. So they went Knievel, Gratterall. Urias came in and had 4 innings in the middle. He's the only one that gave up a run, actually. And then Trinan, Jansen, Scherzer. But it was scoreless on both sides through 5. The Dodgers scored 1 off of Webb in the 6th, and then the Giants scored the 1 off of Urias in the bottom of the 6th, and then Logan Webb went back out there, ice in his fucking veins, and shut him down in the 7th until the 9th inning. He's just disgusting. I love everything Logan Webb. I'm big on that boy. Now, Walker Bueller. Let's close it out here with Mr. Bueller.
Bueller. I barely know her.
Bueller. I think we're looking at our 2022, spoiler alert, NL Cy Young.
Yeah.
Could very well be. He's been building up to this. I think Walker Buehler is what Logan Webb will grow up to be.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I can see it. Let's see what Bueller's 27. I do want to see the age. I never even looked at Logan Webb's age. Oh, he's 25. Okay.
Yeah.
20. Yeah.
Yeah, Bueller's unreal, man, and he's been great since he came into the league, and his first full season, 2018, finished third in Rookie of the Year voting.
Mm-hmm.
Got Cy Young votes in 2019 and 2021. He's just really, really, really good.
He just stays consistent, really, is all
Yeah.
it is. Like, he doesn't really have down years, to be honest.
No.
I mean, from what we've seen so
strikes
far,
people out.
yeah, he's got a career 1.006 whip, as low as 955 in his career. I mean, he's gonna do just fine. Let's see. So last year he had 207 innings pitched, had 212 Ks. I love that. Led the league with 33 games started. 16-4. I know we don't care about wins and shit, but that's such a solid season. I'm excited to see Buehler this year.
Yeah, he's gonna be. I mean, he's gonna be a perennial Cy Young candidate, right? He's gonna be the next generation of the Max Scherzer and the Justin Verlander, right? Like that's what we're gonna get out of Walker Buehler.
Yep. Tight. All right. So let's talk honorable mentions. Tone, we've already kind of talked.
I think we covered most of these guys.
Yeah, we talked Darvish, Gallen. Snell, I know we kind of talked a little bit too. Is that just the injury prone thing? Is that's exactly why I have him as an honorable mention? And then DeSclafani, is that just for kind of fluky season? Hope that he repeats, but probably not.
Correct. That's it.
Sick. I love that. That's the exact same reason I have all of those guys on there. German Marquez, I have in my honorable mentions. I just want to see where he ends up. It's, I know I'm kind of playing two sides here because I definitely have had John Gray in my fucking NL West rotation forever, but I just want to see more from German Marquez. We'll see. I obviously had to throw Trevor Bauer in there because he's still capable of doing just insane shit. Mm-hmm. Whether we like him or not, whether anybody likes him or not, he's still going to be a good fucking pitcher. And then Joe Musgrove again is. I'm the same way. I don't know if he's going to repeat last year, and I think he's going to be worse off than Darvish and Gallen. That's the only reason he's an honorable mention for me.
And I didn't include him, and I put Tony Gonsolin in instead.
Sure.
Fun fact, between Buehler, Gonsolin, May, and Urias, Gonsolin has the higher career ERA plus and the lower career ERA between the four of those guys.
I love
Obviously, smaller sample size, but, I mean, he's pitched more than Dustin May has.
Mm-hmm.
So he's another good guy to keep an eye on.
Just a dirty little boy, too.
Mm-hmm.
Just dirty.
He does look dirty as fuck.
Let's move on. Let's talk about our stats, and let's get on up out of here, boys. So we've got our home run stat leader predictions. Looks like we're all pretty much on the same page here. It's going to be El Nino Fernando Tatis, correct, those?
Yeah. 42 and 130 games last year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he just keeps getting better too. I mean, oh god, his 100 and shut the fuck up.
What?
Oh, I looked at the wrong thing. Oh my god. Okay, his 162 game average. He averages 48 home runs in a season. Wow. So I don't think 50 is too far off. I
got him at 49.
Yeah. I put him up there at 54. I'm going big boy number. I want to see it, man. I want to see it. I think the slight step back from the Dodgers pitching. Who else are we talking? The Giants pitching probably, and obviously you've got the fucking Rockies and the Diamondbacks who are just ass pitchers. So he's just gonna rake off these guys.
Fair.
That guy, man. We could go on and on and on about this boy all day, but he's averaging a 292 average, 965 OPS, 160 OPS plus, with 48 dingers, 116 RBIs, still averaging 31 fucking stolen bases a season. Like,
that's why I've got him as my stolen base leader too.
Yeah, let's talk about that.
That's gonna be tough.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna outrun Mr. Turner. I think they're gonna kind of. I know that he's. Fernando, I know that he's super fucking aggressive and probably won't listen 100% of the time. But I think Melvin's going to try and restrict him a little bit more. Hey, stay healthy, stay on the field, don't run as much. You've got problems as is staying out there. Keep it cool, easy breezy. Trey Turner's going to just slide his way around the base paths.
There you go.
See, I have the opposite. I think Melvin's going to give him the green light and say, just you do what you do, boy, and go steal some bags. So
maybe it's the first time that Melvin's going to have like a legit superstar. I think like he's had like Matt Olson, like a Matt Chapman, but those guys are good at what they're good at. They're not good at everything like fucking Fernando. You could just trust Fernando to do it, I think. So I don't know. I agree. We'll see though. I still got Trey Turner just leading it at 35.
I got 38.
Nice. Good input, Tone. Thanks, bro.
He had 32 last year and 148 games. If he stays healthy and plays a full season, he's going to have a few more. So
yeah. Let's move over to ERA. Tone, you and me, we are on the same page, brother.
Yeah, man.
We got Walker Buehler just running it. I got Walker Buehler bringing it all the way down to a 2.4.
I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went off just a little bit. I went with Logan Webb. I mean, it's not really a bad pick. I don't think here at 2.90. I just wanted to pick a different name other than Walker Buehler. I think it's probably what it boiled down to.
I get it, brother. Strikeouts is going to be fun this year, boys.
Yeah.
So we've got 3 different guys all within 10 strikeouts total. Tone, you've got Mr. Buehler. Dan, you're just sticking with Logan Webb, fucking round robin. And I've got Mr. Zach Gallen leading the National League West in strikeouts. I've got him at 230.
He's got a good strikeout rate.
His strikeout rate is insane. I was looking at something earlier that really kind of threw it at me, kind of put it right in my face. Oh, it was the fact that so, obviously his strikeout rate's high, but last year was his career high in innings pitched. He had 121, and he struck out 140 fucking guys. So you're telling me he gets 80 more innings, he's not going to strike out another 80, 90 guys? I mean, he's going to get the fuck up there, man. He might cross that 240, 250 pat. Like, he's going to get up there if he pitches a full season this year.
Yeah.
And they leave him in for more than like fucking 5 innings. But we'll see if that happens or not.
Right.
But I don't disagree with any of our 3. I think it's going to be one of those 3. There's not going to be any surprises there, really. And our saves. Agreed. Our saves, we've got... You guys have Blake Trinan. I've got Drew Pomeranz.
Kind of a toss-up here. Kind of also depends on what happens to Kenley Jansen.
True.
Mm-hmm.
So...
And mine was whether or not they wanted to go Emilio Pagan or Drew Pomeranz or whoever in the closing role. I picked who I thought they were going to go with more, but it's the Padres closer in my opinion.
Right.
And that's
probably fair.
Yeah, and that's just because they're going to be closer games and they're going to win more than the Dodgers this year, like I said. So, tis what tis, boys. Fuck, is there anything else we want to talk about, or is that it? What do you think?
I think that's it, man.
I think that's it too. Let's close it out. That was a lot, boys.
Can we finish on a fuck Stan Kroenke note?
You can. I don't give a shit for real.
Yeah, okay.
I don't care.
Yes, but
fuck Stan Kroenke, dog.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys.
I got you, bro. Sorry, I saw how much that hurt you, and I didn't like my boy being hurt.
That's true. Only for you.
All right, let's close it. Thanks for listening. We appreciate you guys. That's the West. Holy shit, we done did that. That's 10 teams we talked about. A third of them are finished. We'll come back next week with the AL Central preview. Tune in for that, please. You can tune into the live stream at Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. That's all at Upper Decker Pod. The rest of our socials are Instagram and TikTok. That's also Upper Decker Pod. Bunch of content going to be put out this year. We're just kind of hanging tight, waiting for the season to start, I think. But we'll get out there. We're going to do a lot of shit this year. Tone's been working out.
Speaking of weights.
I'm waiting for the season.
He's just waiting for the season. Man, that right arm's going to be pretty strong, brother.
Mm-hmm. That was before I started lifting.
If you guys do not tune in for the live stream, first off, Why not? Second off, you dumb.
Just tune in for the live stream. It's so much better.
Yeah. Third off, you can listen to it elsewhere. Tell them where.
Yeah, you can search for Upper Decker Podcast. Find us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, all the podcast places.
All the podcast places.
Podcasts. No matter where you listen to us.
Talking about podcast?
No matter where you listen to us, please leave us a review or a rating while you're there. That's super important. That helps us get our name out there a little bit more, get some more recognition. If you want to help us out with some monies, Dan will tell you how.
Yeah, we like money. You can give us money at anchor.fm/upperdeckerpod/support. That will allow you to sign up to be a monthly contributor where you can give us 99 cents a month, $4.99 a month, or $9.99 a month. If, however, you do not want to commit to a recurring monthly contribution, you can head on over to paypal.me/upperdeckerpod, and you can give us as much money as you want to give us at that point. $20 and up will get you a shout out on the show. You can get us to say something stupid. If you have a business, we'll shout that out and tell people to go use your business or buy your product.
Use your business.
Use your product and buy your business.
Buddy.
But yeah, all that obviously comes back into the show, so we can do stupid shit like this and bring you guys a fun show. So
for sure,
we appreciate it.
Let me use your business right over here. Let me use it.
Come into my van. I got businesses.
Let me use your business over here, Mr. Tip Top. Let me tip top your business, boys.
Well, come on down and see the old Tip Tops. We guarantee you'll leave in tip top shape.